All right, we're here with Elsa. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Elsa, I couldn't help but notice your accent. Where are you from?
Originally from Virginia, but I've been in Vegas for like 5 years-ish.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me your current situation, your living conditions, and what you're struggling with? What kind of drugs?
I am currently homeless in downtown Las Vegas. I've been homeless for almost a year now, which blows my mind. And I do meth and heroin intravenously. But it's pretty much illegal to be homeless in downtown Las Vegas, so it sucks. Like, I don't really have a spot where I stay. I just kind of stay wherever.
Yeah.
And it's constantly getting kicked out and arrested for trespassing. It's all bad.
And you said you had a boyfriend in jail?
Yeah, him and I actually got arrested together, which my first time spending any significant time in jail. And I got out on bail, and he's still locked up. So it sucks.
Oh, he's still locked up?
Which it's hard being a female out here homeless by yourself.
Yeah. Do you have a group of friends that protect you or hang
I have
out
a group
with?
of friends, but they're also struggling with their own stuff. So it's hard for them to look out when they can't, really look out for themselves.
Oh, they're also struggling?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, all my
see.
friends are also. I use the term hobo as like a term of endearment. So
Yeah. That's what I heard before. I heard that before.
Yeah.
I know you don't mean it in a degrading way.
Right.
All right, Elsa, let's start from the beginning. Did you grow up with both parents?
I did. My parents were older. Like my mom was 30 when I was born, and my dad was 41. So, and I'm an only child.
Okay.
But they split up when I was in middle school.
Okay. Did you see both of them growing up though?
Yeah, hella close with both of them. Like still am.
What kind of grades did you get when you were in school?
I was in all the advanced classes. Like got pretty much straight A's all the way up until like high school, and then I got my first B.
Yeah.
And then I went to college, graduated early with like magna cum laude with 3.75 GPA from Radford University.
Where? Radford?
Yeah.
Were you popular in high school?
I was kind of like the weird like scene kid where just wear like the the angsty like gothy kind of kid. And I got along with everybody, but I was just kind of like the weird kid.
Oh, okay. And then what kind of music were you listening to back in those days?
Oh my gosh, any kind of music. Music's always been my I don't know. Music you can listen to and it can fix any kind of problem. If you're having a bad day or a great day, like there's music and a song that will attach to that moment. Like I don't know, I love music, but my favorite band back then was probably I really liked like Q's What We Aim For and Fall Out Boy and
Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite teacher?
Not really. Like I kind of was the older school, especially like when I was older. I knew everything. I was one of those kids. Like, I knew everything. I was going to go out and save the world and do all the big things. And
what did you dream of becoming as a little girl?
A mom. Like honestly, a social worker. Like there's somebody that we could like with family. I wanted something major with family. Like family's always been a big emphasis in my life.
Do you have any kids?
No, I actually found out I can't have kids. So,
you can't have kids. Okay.
Which was really difficult. But
was that difficult for you?
Yeah, I ended up getting pregnant like 2 years ago and had a miscarriage, and it was like horribly traumatic and just awful. And after I lost my babies, when I started shooting up, actually.
But you could adopt a child later.
Yeah.
When you get cleaned up.
I just get my life together first.
Yeah. So how serious are you with your boyfriend? How long have you been with him?
We've been together for like almost 5 months, which doesn't sound like that long time, but like when you think about it, like when you're a hobo, like you don't go to work, so you spend every waking moment with this person. So like 5 months in like hobo land is like an eternity. So we're also hella codependent, but I love that dude more than life. Like I would do anything for him. Like I miss him so freaking much. It's crazy.
Is he's an addict too?
Mm-hmm, he is. Yeah.
Is he older than you or younger?
Younger. He's 28. I'm 30.
Oh, okay. How'd you guys meet?
Just being out on hobos.
So how do you survive out here?
Pretty much throughout the grace of strangers and boosting food and stuff from Walgreens.
Okay, boosting food. That's pretty common.
Yeah.
Now, we discussed this earlier. You were never officially a prostitute, but you have been picked up a few times.
Right.
How did that go down?
It amazes me how many, like, every day people will stop and try to pick me up. And I'm like, it just amazes me, like, I don't know how many, how high a percentage of people that come to Vegas or just come in here for, like, their sexual exploits or whatever, no judgment. But there's been a couple times that, like, just random strangers have, caught me on the right day and I'm, like, needing the money or whatever. And I think I've done it, like, 3 or 4 times, like, honestly, total. But it's just not my thing.
How'd you feel afterwards?
Kind of empowered, like, because hell yeah, I just did 5 minutes of work and got $100 or whatever and $200 or whatever, and so that part was cool. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I feel like the dudes that I did it with or whatever, like they had families, they had people at home that like cared about them, and it, like, so that part kind of fucked with me a little bit, like,
Okay.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
that sucks. Like, what if their wife found out? I mean, not that it was in my, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, I wouldn't want to be the other person.
You're an attractive young lady. It'd be easy to get into sex work. What's the main motivation behind not doing it?
Just because I want more for my life. Like, I know I'm in a really, like, terrible situation right now, and I've already, like, I don't want to be in the situation forever, and sex work can be so dangerous, and I don't know, it's just not for me. I don't know, especially now that I'm in this relationship with my dude Chino, like, I would never cheat on him. Like, I would never, and to me, even if it's work, it's still, you know.
What's his name, Chino?
Yeah, well, he goes by Chino.
Is he Asian descent?
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
I hang out with a lot of Hispanic guys in Southern California. The Asians or the Asian descent, nicknames are Chino.
Yep. He and it's funny because I'm almost 6 foot tall and he's like 5'5", so we're like he's so cute.
That's cool. Do you know anyone in your life right now that has successfully overcome addiction? And living a righteous life and a good life? You do?
My stepdad, he's actually been sober, clean sober for 31 years, I think.
Yeah.
He still is pretty active in AA and has like a big fellowship and like community there.
Yeah.
And so, you know, he's been there, done that, got the T-shirt, as they say, like, as far as addiction. So I can't bullshit him about any of my life.
You still talk to any of your parents, or?
Yep. Every day. When I have a phone, I do. But I lost phone number 1,000. I feel like last week somebody stole it, so I haven't had a phone in a while. I'll get it for like a couple days, and then somebody will steal it, and I'll get another phone, and it's all bad.
Is that a problem out here?
Major, yeah. You keep a phone for like a minute.
Yeah. Did you have any bad experiences with those dates you did a few times?
No, I honestly have had more bad experiences with significant others than I have, you know, doing that.
So you've been through domestic violence?
Yeah. Part of the reason that I'm homeless now is the
Can you go back to that relationship?
Do what?
Are you okay with talking about that relationship that caused you to go homeless? What happened?
I gave everything to this dude, like the dude that I met here, like when I first moved here. He's actually my drug dealer.
Okay.
And like at the time he was dating this girl, and they broke up, and then him and I tried to get together, and he was actually the guy that got me pregnant or whatever. But I gave everything to this relationship, and I don't know, I let him destroy me. But I lost my car. When I moved here, I had a 2013 Honda Civic Hybrid, paid off. That was mine. You know, I had a nice apartment, like, had all these things, and he promised me that he was going to help me out and like be there for me, you know, all this stuff. And between him and the drugs, it just all went bad really quick. And well, not really quick. I was maintained for 4 years, but.
Speaking on that subject, when did you first start getting into hard drugs?
I started on pain pills when I was like right after college. This guy was like my brother. He overdosed and died. And like he overdosed and died from heroin when I first graduated from college, and that like completely just that was awful. Like, I'd never even seen heroin, whatever. But ironically, instead of staying away from drugs, I started doing opiates to feel closer to him. It was all kinds of screwed up and whatever. But so then I didn't start doing heroin really until I moved out here. I started smoking it, and I just kind of switched from opiates to meth for a little bit. And now I just shoot both of them.
You do both?
Yeah.
Have you had periods of sobriety?
Honestly, when I went to jail this like last month or whatever, I was in there for 20 days, and that was the first time that I'd been sober for 20 days in like 10 years. It was horrible. Like,
describe the withdrawals for us.
Oh my gosh, like I've always heard that the physical part of coming off of heroin is like terrible. I mean, just like downright horrible. And they were pretty bad, but the mental stuff was like, I mean, I've never been really actively suicidal. I've never really self-harmed or that, like, I've thought about it like as a teenager, angsty teenager, whatever. Like I've done like cutting and stuff, but I like lost my mind in jail coming off of everything, like to the point I didn't even know who I was. Like it was this mental stuff was scary.
So you wouldn't recommend this type of lifestyle to anybody?
Hell no.
Okay, this channel is about prevention through awareness. So what kind of message do you have for young people wanting to get into this party lifestyle and drugs? And
it's definitely super fun at first, and it gives you all the the good, like you'll have great stories to tell, and you'll be more popular or whatever. But at the end of the day, like all you've got is yourself and your family, and fuck being popular and fuck all the bullshit, because it'll make you age quicker. It'll make you like forget things. It'll make you just. I'm 30. My hair's like solid gray if I don't dye it. Like it's all like.
So you gotta dye it.
Yeah, I mean it's just everything. It'll destroy everything good about you. Even like you'll do things you never thought you would do.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't know. And everybody says that, but.
Great advice, Elsa. Now I want to go back to your graduation from college. You went to grad school too, or no?
No, I just got my bachelor's.
What'd you do for a career? What'd you do after college?
I started, ironically, as a substance abuse and mental health case manager.
Yeah.
And I did some like mental health crisis
Good.
work.
I'm just gonna cover the rain. Go ahead.
And then I kind of got burnt out on that a little bit, so I decided to just kind of switch gears, and I was a child protective services investigator for like about 2 years.
Yeah.
And because I was like, okay, well, since I can't have children, like I want to make sure the people that do have kids, take care of their children, and that was my justification or whatever. But I got too attached to like my clients, and I don't know, it was breaking my heart seeing the way people were treating their kids, and I started doing like meth pretty heavy, like just to deal with it, and I couldn't maintain that well there. So I was like, I just literally cashed out my retirement, quit my job, and started traveling, and kind of ended up here.
How old were you when you did that?
Let's see, I was about 25.
Okay.
I had like a quarter life crisis.
I've interviewed some I actually had foster kids too. And one of the young gentlemen that I interviewed right now was saying that most, if not all, the parents would push their kids into faking an illness, a mental illness, just to get more funding from the government. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Terrible.
Yeah, because once you get labeled with any kind of mental illness or substance abuse problem or anything, like you're labeled for life. Like it can screw up many opportunities for you.
Yep.
And that just sucks. Like there's such a stigma against both of them that why would you want to put your kid through that?
Yeah.
Not necessary.
Do you feel that you've lost yourself in addiction?
Oh, 100%. I've lost everything about myself. Like I'm nowhere close to like. I used to think that stealing was just, the absolute, if you were a thief, you were like scum of the earth. And now I steal all day, every day from, businesses, and I've stolen from people. I've done horrible things I would have never thought that I would have done, in a normal life,
Were you ever abused as a child? Or?
No, actually, I had a perfect life. Like my parents, they raised like, my mom was a stay-at-home mom. My dad owned a metal fabrication and machine shop.
Okay.
So, like I got everything I wanted. I grew up like super, not wealthy, but like upper middle class. Like I was very spoiled, which is.
So you had a great upbringing.
Oh yes, my parents are wonderful.
Do you think there's a feeling of emptiness inside of you that you're trying to fill by doing drugs?
For sure. Like it's just never enough. I've always like, I don't know. I've always had that personality type that's like I want more. Like it's grass is always greener on the other side. Like I don't know. Besides having super anxiety, and drugs always seemed to help that and make me more like able to talk to people, and
that was my problem. I very insecure and shy.
Yes.
What's the best thing about your life right now?
Chino, my boyfriend.
Okay.
He's everything to me. Like I've never like loved somebody like I love him. It's crazy. It's like being out of jail. Like I've been out of jail for like 2 weeks, and he's still locked up.
Yeah. How long do you think you'll be in there?
He got released like on his own recognizance like 10 days ago, but he's waiting on house arrest. Yeah. And so it's all backed up. So any day he should be out, hopefully.
Okay.
I can't freaking wait. Oh my God.
Do you feel that the government can do more on this homeless crisis right now in America?
I do, but I know from personal experience, like there's a crisis intervention team that goes around here and talks to goes to all the different homeless camps and stuff, and tries to offer services and help us out. And everybody's so anti-government, not everybody, but a majority of homeless people are so anti-government that we won't even accept it, myself included. We won't even like talk to the crisis intervention people to like try to get help because oh no, it's the government. We don't want want Uncle Sam involved or.
Yeah. So do you know where the shelters are and places to get food and water?
I do, but I can honestly say I've never been to a homeless shelter out here. Not one time.
You don't want to try one? Okay.
Nope. And it's right down the street. Like it's close by. Like it's easily accessible.
Have you ever been raped on the streets?
Yes, 3 times actually.
3 times?
Yeah.
While you were homeless?
Yeah. Oh, once when I moved out here, I had an apartment. Yeah. And twice since I've been homeless.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Did you report them?
No.
They didn't get arrested? You know who they are?
Yeah.
You see them?
I see. Not so much. I don't see them that often, but One of the guys I see like probably once every 6 months or so, or once every 3 months or so.
Do you have anger in your heart towards them?
I did at first, but now it's, I don't know, it's the drugs numb everything so much that I don't really think about it.
I'm so sorry. You don't want to pursue it or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No point.
If you change your mind, let me know.
Thank you.
I have some contacts in the Las Vegas area. What would you like to see yourself in 5 years?
Happy, like living inside again, having the things that like, not that I'm not materialistic at all, but like I want the basic necessities, like being, having an apartment and a car and like a job and a purpose. Like I want a purpose and a family. Like I still want to be with Chino, and I want us to have like just a little family. Like
I wish you the best with Chino, okay? But because of this transient lifestyle and the drugs, is there anything else to look forward to in life?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I'd like to get, because of my like criminal charges now, I don't know if I would be able to be a social worker again, but
felonies or no?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have people in California that expunge felonies, but maybe we can help you expunge your felonies here.
Yeah.
Some of our viewers are in the legal field, and I think an attorney is on here. Maybe they can guide you.
Yeah, for sure.
Read the comments later, and we'll keep in touch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Get your record expunged. So you would like to also work again?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like honestly, the thought right now of getting up and having like a normal 9 to 5 is like absolutely terrifying to me, because that much structure, I haven't had it in so long that change is scary. But I want that, and I want to, I don't know, I want better for myself. Like this is no way to live at all. Like it's miserable out here.
What's your plan then? What's your exit plan? If you had the opportunity to have a place to stay and methadone or whatever you need, what would be your plan?
My parents offer me all the time. Like they say I can come home, anytime I want, and like change is so scary to me that I've even tried. I've left Vegas like 3 or 4 times since I moved out here, and every time I end up right back out here. And I don't really have an exit plan. Like I want like I'm more than I can express to you. I want better for myself, and I want to make my parents proud and my friends proud and stuff again. But I feel so stuck. Like it.
Is there anything I can do? Can I make a call or sometime this week? I'm here for a few days if you want me to call your parents and negotiate something. That could be done.
Yeah, I'll definitely think about it. Thank you.
Think about it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
All right, let's get to the fun questions.
Okay, perfect.
All right, what's your favorite song of all time?
The Cave by Mumford & Sons.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Mumford & Sons.
Who's your first celebrity crush?
Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I thought he was so cute with blonde hair.
Does he have a brother too?
Oh yes,
that raps or something?
Yep.
I saw an interview on him. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Fight Club.
Fight Club, okay.
Sure.
What kind of music you listen to now these days?
Mostly like folk music, like Mumford & Sons and Lumineers, and rap. Like.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to Mumford & Sons now.
You have to. They're perfect.
Yeah. You're very articulate and smart here. Okay.
Thank you.
To be honest with you. So, any other last words of advice for young people or anyone in general struggling with addiction?
Just keep on keeping on, and that life is gonna be really, really shitty sometimes, but it can be also really, really beautiful and awesome, and don't give up.
Did you ever try NA?
No, my stepdad's really involved in AA, so I went to a couple of those meetings with him, and it's too like religion based. I'm not religious at all.
You just need a higher power.
Yeah, I can't get it.
Really?
I can't get the higher power.
Who's your higher power? It could be anything.
I can't get it. I'd love to have the peace. I tell him, like my dad's really religious too, and so I tell him all the time, like I'd love to have the peace of mind that religion gives him. Like he knows without a doubt in his head, he knows without a doubt he's going to go to heaven when he dies, and I'm like, that must be so nice to have that that calm. Like
you have some nice people in your life, a good support system, and you basically have a ticket right now.
Yep.
Literally, it's a flight back home, right?
Yep.
To where?
To Virginia.
Okay, you're still in Virginia. Okay.
Yep.
And they'll take you in?
Oh, in a
no
second.
questions asked?
No questions asked. Like my parents, they know everything about what I do out here. Like they know about the drugs and that I shoot up, and they know everything, and they still love me, and like.
Why don't you send them a link to this video?
For sure.
Because you've said nothing but positive things about them. They seem like the all-American family.
Yeah, they are.
Was there addiction in your family or no?
My dad, he used pretty heavily before I was born, but once I was born, he was 41 when I was born, my mom was 30, so he used up until then, but they haven't used, since I was born.
Okay, last thing here, we've got some incredible supporters out there. We've had young ladies that were offered jobs. Even one was offered a facility, a bed at a facility in California.
Wow.
You know, also monetary help, all sorts of help, you know. So if you have like an email you can share with us,
For sure.
and our subscribers can contact you for any kind of support.
Okay.
What is your email?
It is, let's see, let's do, shoot, which one should I do? Let's do baby, B-A-B-Y, Elsa, E-L-S-A, Burks, B-U-R-K-E-S, @gmail.com.
All right, well, Elsa, thank you so much. You're such a nice lady. This was a wonderful interview. I'm really feeling good about this one. And do you have any last words or questions for me?
I don't. Thank you for, this has been really cool. Like, thank you.
Yeah, I'm so glad. All right, we'll talk to you soon, maybe an update. And hopefully maybe you'll be in Virginia.
Yep.